and welcome to Tuesday's topic. This week we're going to be talking about something that I think plagues at least 90% of us, and it's this: self-hate, self-shame, self-disgust. However you want to frame it, we all struggle with the constant negative inner critic. In fact, some people, it becomes this thing that we could say is chronic. It's chronic feelings of unworthiness, feeling like we're an imposter, like we don't belong, we're not good enough, we fail. We have that voice that says, see, look at you, you can't even do something simple and do it right. The cause of our constant inner critic is many things over a long period of time. Multiple causes. Things like trauma, multiple traumas, false expectations, trying to be perfect when we're young and failing starts to feed that inner critic. Comparisons and learned behavior. There are so many things that lead to us planting the seeds and watering and growing that constant inner critic and that chronic unworthiness. What happens is it produces self-loathing. And with self-loathing, what it really does is it hijacks our ability to make decisions. And when we can't make decisions, we can't make changes. And when we can't make changes, we start to feel like a failure and we get stuck in a rut, and basically the cycle starts to repeat itself. Stopping isn't easy. A lot of times people say, well, how do I stop? I'll be honest, this is something that I personally struggled with years ago for most of my life. Even now, I have to be super aware and very disciplined to take every thought captive and to make sure that I'm speaking truth. And one of the ways that you stop is that we do facts over feelings. We have to tune into what is actually true and what's factual versus how we feel. And oftentimes that can be hard, and so we have to ask people who know us and love us to speak what's true about us, speak the facts into our life so that we can hang on to that. That's where we start. We also have to start with practicing complimenting ourselves, which can be a little strange and a little weird to be talking to ourselves and giving ourselves, compliments in our mind. I would suggest we say them out loud, especially when we're around a group of people or strangers. But we also need to practice self-compassion and self-forgiveness. Again, all of this takes time and discipline and practice. But here's what we get from it when we do that. When we get rid of our constant negative inner critic, it creates space for joy. And when we have joy, that creates space for peace. And when we create space for peace, that opens up and leads us to connections. Healthy, reliable, enjoyable connections. And that's really what it's all about. So we're going to dig into this topic much deeper on Thursday night in my live, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. So come, join the conversation. Have a great week.